Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be talking about, well, for now it's called the untitled Bane and Deathstroke movie, but most people are rumoring that it's going to be a Secret Six movie, which is a team he's never heard of, but he's done a little bit of research. It says here, the Secret Six is the name of 3 different fictional comic book teams in the DC Comics universe, plus an alternate universe's 4th team. Each team has had 6 members, led by a mysterious figure named Mockingbird, whom the characters assume to be one of the members. The 3rd anti-heroic incarnation of the Secret Six was rated by IGN as the 4th best comic run of the decade in 2012. And the photo that's up, he's on the screen, he's assuming is the same photo. Well, it's not the same photo, but the members that are here that I'm looking at I'm assuming are the same members that are on the screen that you guys are looking at. So we have Jeanette, I think, or Jeanette. I'm just gonna say Jeanette. Scandal Savage, which is apparently the daughter of Vandal Savage. You have Ragdoll, who's the son of the original Ragdoll, who was a Flash villain, which is something he learned. He's all learning this for the first time. You also have Deadshot, who's a member of Batman's Rogues Gallery, and you also have Bane, who is another member of Batman's Rogues Gallery. So you have two members from Batman's Rogues Gallery a part of this team. All of this information he learned today, but so he read a little bit, but in the ongoing series it says DC launched a new Secret Six series in September 2008, reuniting Ragdoll, Scandal, Catman, Deadshot, and adding Bane, hinted at by Simone months earlier as an A-list Batman villain, and an original character named Jeanette, who appeared in the 3rd issue. And it says a little bit about what they were doing in that story. I'll read a little bit of it here. The 6 have been hired to retrieve Tarantula from Alcatraz Island and find the card which she stole from Junior, a mysterious villain who supposedly runs the entire West Coast mob. This Junior has practically the entire villain community at her beck and call, all afraid of her, even those in Arkham Asylum. So yeah, this is another project where I'm just like, really? Out of all the projects you could do, you choose a team that I personally hadn't heard of until people started bringing up rumors, making rumors up about the untitled Bane and Deathstroke movie being a Secret Six movie. I personally had never heard of this team. And also, from what I read, Deathstroke is not a part of the team, but because, I've heard people say adaptations, they don't copy and paste, so they're replacing Deadshot with Deathstroke, or maybe not replacing. Maybe Deadshot is a part of the team and Deathstroke is also part of the team, maybe not, who knows. But that is what he knows so far. But what they have said here, untitled Bane and Deathstroke film, aka a movie which people have been rumoring to think it's a Secret Six movie. In September 2024, a team-up film featuring the villains Deathstroke and Bane was revealed to be in development, with Matthew Orton writing the screenplay. Orton was confirmed to be writing a script for a DC Studios film in February of this year. Excuse me. Though Gunn said its story was not specifically focused on those characters, but was similar to that. Filming is expected to take place at Warner Brothers Studios, Leavesden, England, in this year. So another project that was not a part of the original video slate, another project that was not a part of the original slate that they revealed in that video in 2023, he thinks. And it's also another project that is looking to start filming this year. And this is, once again, another project that, when you're setting up a new DC universe, you shouldn't be trying to experiment so much. Like, if there's a template, and it's a template that works, like, You know how they say, don't fix something that isn't broken? This applies here. You do the traditional stuff first if it's successful. You cast the right people, the stories are good, the characters are good, and those are the most important things. Then, in chapter 2, as I have said, then you start experimenting. You do a bunch of sequels, and then to the first chapter's movies, then you can start doing these other things. That is when you can start doing that. You can do Clayface. You can do The Authority. You can do Swamp Thing. You can do Untitled Teen Titans movie. You can do the Untitled Billy Deathstroke movie, aka maybe a Secret Six movie, and Sergeant Rock. Then you can do these things. Not when you're starting a new universe is it the best time to start experimenting. How do these, like, for example, Clayface, The Authority, Swamp Thing, Bane and Deathstroke, Sergeant Rock, how do these films fit into the overall story? That is what he's thinking about. And that's what he assumes a lot of people are thinking about. How do certain of these projects fit into the overall story? And, like, it's a project, like, it seems like it's a team that is like the Suicide Squad, but, like, the Suicide Squad is mostly full of villains, while the Secret Six, at least the incarnation that's up on the screen, is an anti-heroic team, which, alright, that's fine. He doesn't mind that. But it's just the project itself, though. Out of all the projects you could choose, why this movie? Why the Secret Six? Or the Untitled Bane and Deathstroke movie, rumored to be, people have made the rumor it's going to be a Secret Six movie. I just don't get it. And then it's also another thing that a script has been written and filming is expected, not saying it's going to happen, but it's expected to start filming this year. So another project that is looking to start filming this year, and this is a project that you just, I learned a lot of new things, I've learned some new things from reading about, a little bit about the Secret Six, but it's also still a project that I don't really understand why we're doing what we're doing, why we're choosing this when we could be doing Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, The Flash, Green Arrow. Like, I really don't, like, okay, if you don't want to do Wonder Woman and The Flash, alright, fine. They've had movies in the previous DCEU universe, and they maybe want some time to pass before they try to recast those characters for this new DC universe. Alright, fine. It's unfortunate because those are two very popular characters, but if that's what you have to do, that's fine. But that does not change the fact that you're doing a Superman movie, you're doing The Brave and the Bold, so you're doing good so far. Those should be the first two projects. Then, okay, but then Aquaman also, okay, there are three of the characters that you wouldn't be able to use at this current moment in time, and then you have to get projects much, much later, unfortunately. But Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and The Flash, since you want some time to pass since the previous movies in the DCEU, that's fine. You wait, so then you have Superman, you have Batman, you have Green Lantern, and then you can also do Green Arrow. That's pretty much it. Which, still works, You could do that. And they're doing Lanterns, but most people want a TV show. A TV show? Movies. They want a movie saga, actually. They want a whole franchise focused on the Green Lanterns. That's what it seems like to him. And so we're going to talk about that when we get to Lanterns, but this is about the Secret Six movie. And he doesn't really have a lot to say about this. I mean, this is another project. We know a little bit. It's not like The Authority where they know nothing. But, I mean, there's a screenplay, where a screenplay is being written, and, alright, that's good. And filming is expected to take place. Now, him saying all this, he does, and he's repeating some of the same things in these other videos. So please go check them out. Like and subscribe, like the videos and subscribe to the channel, as it would be very much appreciated. But anyways, but yeah, he's hoping, as with all these projects, even the projects that are focusing on people or characters or teams he knows little to nothing about, he still has an interest because, you know, it's very interesting to learn about these characters and learn about these characters that characters and teams he's never heard of. So he's hoping all these projects come out and are made and are good. So this universe, this new DC universe, can continue to continue, and they can keep making more TV shows, more movies. So yeah, and that people are receiving these projects well. So yeah, he's still interested in the Secret Six movie. It's just another movie, another project that's been announced, that he just doesn't quite understand why they announced it for this new DC universe. Like, why is this a project that we're now deciding that they're going to make when the main focus right now should be Superman, Batman, Green Lantern. Those should be your three movies. Those should be your three main priorities right now. And you also, okay, here's how it should be, in my opinion. So films. It should be these films. So obviously the scripts will be written first, and then they will announce these projects to the world. So far, the only projects that should be announced right now are Superman, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, The Brave and the Bold, and a Green Lanterns movie. Because enough time has passed to where they haven't done a Green Lanterns movie, or Green Lantern in the live action, Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, those versions of the characters, in a decade, right? It's a decade, right? So those are the projects that should be announced right now. A Superman movie, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, The Brave and the Bold, and a Green Lanterns movie. Or Green Lantern Corps, whatever. It's something Green Lantern focused movie that will get multiple movies in the chapter, well, throughout the franchise, throughout multiple chapters. So those are the four things that should be announced right now. But they're not. It's a Superman movie, The Brave and the Bold. So those are two good things. So we got Superman, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, The Brave and the Bold. Those are three. Those, especially Superman and Brave and the Bold, you've already done good. That's good. Lanterns, though, being a TV show, is something that people are not really on board with. I mean, they're interested, but it's not their first choice. It would be a movie. But this is not about Lanterns. This is mainly been about the Secret Six. He only can say is that he hopes it's a good movie. So yeah, he really is. He's hoping all these projects deliver. So yeah, at least we know the writer for it. We'll see who the director is in the future and who they cast as these characters in the movie. And I think I've said this, but because he heard this and he agrees that a lot of these projects, we're not going to know more about them for a long time, which is really unfortunate, but it is true. I'm also hoping for, if they're including Bane in this, that they go back to the comic accurate Bane that they did in Batman and Robin, but the only difference is that they use him better, and then that they also have him be able to speak. Because in that movie, Bane was comic accurate, but he wasn't able to speak. So it was like, huh? He was just the muscle. Where Bane, people have said that he's smart. He is smart. Like he's a tactician. Which is a word he doesn't really use. Like he's smart, but he's not as smart as Batman. But he does have some intelligence. So he has some intelligence, but he's also a very intimidating. a very strong guy who has broken Batman's back. Like, we all know that in the Nightfall storyline. But anyways, yeah, that's what he's hoping to do with Bane. They make him more comic. They make him like the Bane in Batman and Robin, where he's like on the Venom, and then he like turns into like this huge guy, and then he's like how he looks in the comics, but just brought to live action again, like they did in Batman and Robin. Just have him be able to speak. But yeah, he hopes the movie is good. But it's just, once again, another project that he doesn't think a lot of people and himself would have included in this first chapter. So yeah, he's done a lot of repeating himself, but which we're gonna hear a lot more of that when you for the rest of these videos. But anyways, go check out the previous videos talking about the DCU, talking about the DCU Part 2, talking about the DCU movie Swamp Thing, talking about the Untitled Teen Titans. No, continue to talk about the Brave and the Bold and the DCU Batman, talking about the DCU movie Swamp Thing, and talking about the Untitled Teen Titans movie, and now talking about the Rumored Secret 6 movie, which is coming out. So yeah, go watch those videos, go watch the instrumentals, all the other stuff on the channel, leave likes and subscribe, as it would be very much appreciated, and yeah, I think that's it.